Well, welcome to another version of Mr. Williams' excellent logic tutorials. Nice to meet you again. Well, we're now going to have a little look today at something really special, really for a composition aspect of music. We're going to look at the feature in Logic called Logic Drummer. It is fantastic. So here we go. Into Logic straight away. What we do, if we want a drummer track, we press the little plus symbol. Here we are. And all we do here is press a drummer track and create, and I've already created one here. So let me take you through the basics of Logic Drummer. Essentially what it does is enables you to create a really cool sounding drum track with excellent sounds quickly and with a lot of design functionality over it. So the first thing you want to know is when you bring up a drummer track is look over here and you have the styles of the drummers. You have rock, alternative, songwriter, R&B, electronic, hip-hop and percussion. And I'm going to take you through some of these today, not everything, and explain how much versatility there is, how much options and flexibility there is. It's just phenomenal. A bit like me, really, on drums. I'm a drummer as well, as you know, and no one can really beat me, but the drumming feature almost gets close to me. So you've almost got Mr. Williams in a box. That'd be cool, wouldn't it, to be able to use? So let's have a look at the first thing, rock. And when you notice, you select a style, you think I'm going to write in a rock style. I've got Kyle, Logan, Anders, Max, Jesse, and Ian. And they've all got different kind of features. Pop rock, retro rock, hard rock, punk rock. So we're just going to deal here with something, let's say, pop rock. Let's just collect Kyle, pop rock. Now within pop rock, there's also lots of different beats you can kind of start from. So if we take a look down here to the drummer window, which comes up, Kyle, or this pop rock drummer, gets Crash the Party, Echo Park, Golden State, Half Pipe, and lots of different things like that. Let me just move my face up a little bit. There you go. So let's deal with this. Let's deal with Echo Park. So we've selected Echo Park. We've selected that there. And it will load. It takes a while to load. And we'll press play, and you'll notice up here, 8 bars of drumming has appeared. 8 bars of drumming. I'm going to loop that. So just keep going round and round. Excuse me. So here we go. Okay, well, I don't like that particular style. I think it needs to be a little less complex. So I can now adjust even this beat. I can go down here to the grid, and you've got across here, simple to complex, and across here, loud to soft. So I want this a little quieter, so take it down a bit, and a lot less complex, so about here. And it will change the actual audio file. Let me show you. I like that, it's really good. But I'm not a fan of that snare on every beat. I want to stop that if I can. So let me go over to this section. Now what I want to do now is, see what it says kick and snare. I want the kick and snare to be a different pattern, so I can change the pattern of the kick and snare. Pattern 2, let's listen to pattern 2. Less snare, but I'm still not convinced. Let's try pattern 3. Alright, like that. I'm going to use pattern 3, it's nice. Okay, I'm not sure of that cymbal part really. I'm going to change that cymbal part. Top cymbals, pattern number 4. Let's hear that. Oh no! That cymbal's just far too much in my face. I want a lot simpler. So as you can see, as you go up the patterns, up numerically, you find that they're more complex, more busy. So let's take it down to 1. I prefer that. Yeah, that cymbal's just on every beat. It's a bit messy still. I'm going to just try 2. That's the ride cymbal. I like that. I'm going to use that. Okay. Now what we have over here, look, we can switch on and off different parts of the drum kit. You can put some toms in if you want. So I've introduced some toms and the menu appears, look. So if I want some toms in there, I'll put pattern 2 and I get some toms in there. I quite like that actually. Less cymbal, more toms. So now I can change whether I want it to have fills or not in. I can switch that totally off, look, and have no fills, and that would purely be a beat. Or I can put loads of fills in and overkill it with fills. I quite like that because of the style. I like that driving rock rhythm. So I'm going to keep it with that fills. Now you've got here this swing feature. Now the swing feature is whether you want it to swing instead of straight quavers like this, which are eighth notes. You might want it to go more of a jazzy style. So at the moment swing's off, but if I put swing on a little bit, maybe 50% swing, let's hear what that difference that makes. Oh, hear that? It's really swinging. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. I'm going to keep that swing on. Now, I've got to remember that because when I use another feature in a moment to combine drummers, I've got to kind of set the same swing setting on the other track. So I need to make sure I know what it is. What was it? The swing setting was 60%. I'm going to keep it at 60. Now here we're going to go into where the fills come in. You notice probably a fill ends up in bar 4 and generally in bar 8. The end of phrases, fills come. And what you can actually do is you can actually chop out those fills to do an edited track. That's what's really cool about this. You don't have to copy and paste just this 8 bars all the time. You can be really creative and make your own track from it. So I'll give you an example. Let's see if we like this fill in bar 8. Let's forward it to bar 8. It's a different pattern. It's not really a major fill, but we're going to use it to just show for demonstration purposes. So I'm going to zoom this out a little bit to show you what I'm going to do. So this bar 8, I'm going to chop it. Now you see these two little tools here. You've got left click and right click, or command click tool it's called. So we're going to change the command click tool to the scissors tool. And now when we press the button command on the QWERTY keyboard and hold it, you'll see the scissors come up and I can now chop bar 8. And I can just listen to that bar 8. I can take that bar 8 anywhere I want, look, in that bar, and I can stick it somewhere else. So we're not going to, we're just going to stick it back there. But I'm going to now go command C to copy that chopped out bit, command C. And now I'm going to paste that, take the loop off. I'm going to paste that perhaps to bar 12. So I've now created that fill that I like in bar 12. And now I can take, I need to fill these 3 bars up. So maybe the first 3 bars here, let's chop those out. First 3 bars here, actually that's 4. First 3 bars. There we go. Copy them and put them in here in bar 9. Command V to paste it. I've now got a very different track. I've spliced things up. It's really cool. It's not particularly the best drum track in the world I'm designing at the moment, but for your demo it's great. So there I've got a track, 12 bars long. Okay. And I can edit to my heart's content. I can chop bars out and all sorts of things. I hope you now know how to do that. Now here's a little trick, a little tip. It's very unique. Command D will duplicate the track. So I've got another drummer track appeared here, look. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to change it. I'm going to go to percussion, a percussion style, and I'm going to put in some pop percussion. This guy called Quincy, probably named after Quincy Jones, the famous producer. So I'm going to change that, change the drummer to Quincy on this track here. Wait while it loads. Here I have Quincy. Now I'm just going to solo this track just to listen to what Quincy's doing. If I just hover my mouse over here, I see the little plus, and I can create an 8-bar section again of this beat. We've got system overload. It's because I'm just too good. Here we go. That's quite cool, isn't it? Now I can do the same with that pattern, that percussion. I can change it. I can go down here and I can put cowbells in, or different wind chimes and cambasses, tambourines. I can change all the different things. I'm going to swing it to 60% again. Remember to make sure that it's matching my other drummer part. And I've got basically two drummers. I've got a percussionist and a drummer playing together. If I unsolo that, listen to this. It's a bit weird. It doesn't quite combine. Would have to work on getting that to combine a little bit more, maybe change some of the patterns, but it's decent. I'm going to make the percussion a lot quieter, so I'll turn the volume down here. I'm also going to put the percussionist in the left side of the stage. So the percussionist is going to be over here, and the drummer is going to be central, kind of emulating a live performance on the stage. It's a very weird drum part, but might be effective for certain tracks depending on what you're composing. And you can chop that percussion part up. So you can get one bar of it and loop that one bar, or make little fills later on. You don't have to have a percussion track running all the way through your work. See, what we don't want to get into the habit of is using loops. And really, if you just set the drummer track up with 8 bars, it's just a loop, isn't it? We don't want that. What we want is we want to be able to manipulate drum tracks very easily when you're not a drummer, chop them around and make our own tracks. That's us then. We're composing. We're using the tools that we've got. So one little last tip. You've got this drummer composed. You're really happy. But then what you want to do is you want to edit it. You want to change like 1 or 2 of the little MIDI events, but at the moment you've got audio files there which you can't actually click into. So it's a really cool tip you can do. You can convert it to a MIDI region, which is like a normal software instrument, so you can go in and look in the piano roll or the score, and then you can score it out, for instance, if you need a score for GCC or anything like that. Here's the little trick. Click on the region. So we're going to do this Studio Quincy one. Press the Control button on the QWERTY keyboard, and you get a menu up. Go to Convert to MIDI region. Okay, Convert to MIDI region. And look at that. It goes green because now it's a MIDI region. So that means you can go into the score. And check that out, man. How cool is that? I've got a score there. I can print it out. Awesome. What else can I do? Piano roll. I can go in and I can change. I can delete that if I want. I can move that around if I want. It's a MIDI region now. Sounds exactly the same. I hope that helps. What I need you to do now is actually go and try it. Go and mess with some of these things. I mean, what is R&B, for instance? Who is Curtis? What is he going to play? A bit of neo soul? Curtis sounds cool. So go and check him out. What about, in the hip-hop world, Dez? He sounds like a cool character as well. Dez. And let's have a look in. Oh, Isabella. Bit of Latino percussion going on there. I think that's what I'm going to check out now. I'm going to check out Isabella and see how she is on the percussion. See you later.